I'm about to recommend you guys some anime no one recommends. This video is inspired by an anime I watched recently called Betrothed to My Sister's Ex. Yeah, it isn't an anime I'd normally watch, but then I did. I naturally expected it to suck, but instead I got a hint of mystery, great characters, and a story I actually cared about. You wouldn't expect any of that from an anime called Betrothed to My Sister's Ex. And so it's because of this unlikely anime that I put together a list of shows I'm pretty certain no one has recommended you yet. Kurao Phantom Memory is a 2004 anime about Kurao, this girl who gets possessed by an energy entity that essentially takes full control of her body and replaces her conscious. And this entity imbues its new body, its new human form, with the power of flight and superhuman strength and speed. The government naturally can't have this being roam free, so they hunt it, and that's Kurao Phantom Memory in a nutshell. Akudama Drive is one of the most underrated anime I have ever seen. It's about this dystopian world inhabiting super criminals known as Akudama. Now, the show starts out with one of these Akudama being judged guilty and sentenced to an unaliving. But then he's saved by these other Akudama who've been paid a lot of money to do it. But as soon as they pull off the job, bombs are planted on their necks by this robot cat that blackmails them into doing its bidding. Okay, so Baby Steps is an anime I watched years ago, but I cannot forget how perfect it was. It's about Eiichiro, this kid who plays a game of tennis and just falls in love with it and decides to pursue it all the way. What I loved about it is how he learns how to play the game. His whole approach is so technical, calculated, and mathematical, and when it works, it's incredibly satisfying to watch. Alright, this show is not a masterpiece by any means, but I did have a good time with it. It's about these girls who decide to start an anime club in their school, and not only that, they want to start their own studio and make anime for a living. And they're so into anime that every time they draw and animate, the whole show transforms into whatever it is they're making. Honestly, I like this better than Shirobako, and everybody loves Shirobako. Maybe for my next video, I'm gonna recommend some inspirational anime. Tell me in the comments what type of anime you'd like to see, and I promise I'll work on it. Bye.